Recently, it seems there's been a lot of activity close to our moon. This comes in the form of unidentified flying objects. The most recent video comes from Facebook, with various groups sharing the footage. One thing that people can't agree on though is the size of the object. Some are saying that it's massive, while others have said the footage is suspicious. One individual said the object looks like a meteorite just collided with the moon, and that what we're looking at is the after effect. Others said that rather than being an asteroid, what we're looking at is an unidentified flying object. Interestingly, avid skywatchers have been sending in photographs and videos showing strange objects close to our moon. Although there's some that don't believe these objects are UFOs, many are of the opinion that they are. There's even some that have suggested the moon is not what we're being told. The most legitimate theory available at this time comes from the works of Russian researchers Michael Vaslin and Alexander Shabakov, who put forward the idea of an artificial moon. They began to notice that the craters of the moon, regardless of the impact size or diameter, all equaled out in depth. They also noted that these craters had very shallow and flat interiors, and in other areas even containing convex bottoms. They hypothesized that meteors are hitting an armored hole underneath the surface of the moon, preventing further depths inside the celestial body, and believing the moon may be a possible spaceship created by complex alien life. They said that this theory was only reinforced as the mathematics for the moon and its density became an apparent issue. Given its size, location, and general theorized makeup, the moon should have a density of roughly 5.5 grams per cubic centimeter. However, given its orbital path and overall physics, we find the moon to only be 3.3 grams per cubic centimeter, causing the moon to be much less dense compared to our planet, despite theories of the moon's creation coming from materials of the Earth. It's true that we know more about what's going on the surface of the moon than what's happening within our very own oceans. Seen as one of the most unexplored areas of the planet, our oceans are teeming with incredible mysteries and strange occurrences that have left experts all around the world baffled and amazed since their discoveries. One of the great things about Google Earth is that it allows us to view various locations across the planet from the comfort of our home. Recently, an individual discovered something mysterious in the South Atlantic. The person who made the discovery described it as a grid-like formation. Not much information can be found out about this structure, but in recent years many of these have been found. It's been put forward that there's various anomalies that can be found under the oceans, saying that whatever this structure is, it has various right angles. One person suggested that it could have been part of an ancient civilization. Various historians have admitted that many civilizations have been lost to the depths, but thanks to modern technology we are able to get a detailed look at them. Skeptics, however, went down a different route, suggesting that the structure could have been created by fishing grounds, or ships in the area. However, amateur researchers have said that it looks like an underwater structure. This isn't the only underwater structure that researchers have found. Referred to as the British Atlantis, archaeologists have begun uncovering an area of submerged land that is referred to as the Lost World of Doggerland, and it's located off the coast of Europe. Roughly 12,000 years old, the North Sea was at a depth much lower than it is today. It was due to this much lower natural depth that back in 10,000 BC, the location was used as a primitive civilization site for a collection of Stone Age people. Researchers have been aware of this site for quite a while now, with many having theorized decades in the past that since the site was flooded after the end of the Ice Age, roughly 7,500 years ago, it would have held a number of Stone Age ruins all throughout the area. Unfortunately, efforts to better understand the site weren't made until technology could catch up with the expedition. One technology finally caught up with researchers' expectations, and a startling discovery was soon made. Deep in the North Sea, the site of Dogland was mapped in three-dimensional space, using radar imaging, and helped to uncover massive underwater megalithic structures similar in design to Stonehenge, proving to be the first ever attempt at major reconstruction in a marine environment. The 3D imaging has helped to elevate the researchers in the area, and has been seen as a significant insight into the Mesolithic in northwest Europe. As research continues in the area, only more information will be revealed to archaeologists, supporting possible theories of massive ancient civilizations predating the world's oldest human civilizations. As of today, the scientific community has said that fast radio bursts are not entirely understood. In fact, a number of these have been discovered, and if anything, the more we've studied them, the more we get confused. Fast radio bursts, referred to as FRBs, have always been a mystery for astronomers and scientists, but this new finding might help shed light onto what might be causing these strange signals. An international team of astronomers have just discovered a 157-day pattern of mysterious fast radio bursts. They've said that by further studying these mysterious signals, we may be able to track down where they're coming from and what causes them. In a paper published in Monthly Notices of the Royal Astronomical Society, the team at the Jodrell Bank Observatory at the University of Manchester said that their study has revealed this is only the second time that a repeating FRB has been discovered. The fast radio burst has been given the name of 121102, and whatever it is, it keeps sending signals to our planet, with the researchers saying the FRB does this for around 90 days before going silent for 67 more days. The researchers behind the study said the following: "This is an exciting result, as it's only the second system where we believe we see this modulation in burst activity. Detecting a periodicity provides an important constraint on the origin of the bursts, and the activity cycles could argue against a preceding neutron star. This exciting discovery highlights how little we know about the origin of FRBs. Further observations of a large number of FRBs will be needed, and hopefully this will help us paint a clearer picture about these periodic sources and explain their origin." Another recent fast radio burst that made the news is that of FRB 180916.J0158+65. Interestingly, it made the news because every 16.3 days the signal followed a similar theme. Researchers have looked at the data and said that every 4 days it will spit out a burst, and then strangely it will go silent for the next 12 days. Not only would this be strange enough if it happened one time, but scientists have come forward and said that it keeps repeating this cycle, causing some to put forward the idea that it comes across as artificial rather than something that would occur naturally. It's not like this has only been happening for a few days either. Researchers in Canada have said this mysterious fast radio burst has been doing this for over 400 days. As of right now, the team have admitted they have no idea what it means, and that all this discovery has done is added more questions in regards to fast radio bursts. More study is needed to try and understand what these mysterious radio bursts are, and where they're originating from. Some have suggested these bursts could be messages from other civilizations, and interestingly, researchers have not ruled this out. It's exciting to think these could be from an advanced civilization. However, researchers at this moment in time are just trying to work out why they keep stopping and starting the way they do. Ancient Egypt has fascinated researchers for years. Every year, Egyptologists uncover new artifacts, each one giving us an insight into what life would have been like thousands of years ago. Perhaps one of the most mysterious figures that lived during this era was that of Cleopatra. She is one of history's most recognizable figures, yet historians and researchers don't know much about her, and this has led to many archaeologists trying to uncover information that may give us an insight into her life. The lack of discoveries in regards to Cleopatra have interested many historians over the years. One of the most sought after discoveries in the field of archaeology is that of the discovery of the lost tomb of Antony and Cleopatra. According to ancient accounts, after the Roman leader Augustus defeated Antony and Cleopatra back in 30 BCE, he permitted them to be buried together in the city of Alexandria located in Egypt. Despite this reporting detailed announcement, records elaborated that Antony had been cremated and placed into a large jar. However, Egyptologists and archaeologists are more than confident that the bodies of both rulers will be found mummified in a traditional Egyptian manner. Back in 2008 and 2009, popular Egyptologist Zaha Hawass announced that with the discovery of the Temple of Osiris within the city of Alexandria in Egypt, that he will be able to find the hidden tomb of Cleopatra and Antony. Unfortunately, despite more than 27 tombs being uncovered and 10 different mummies located in the region, not one of the tombs was indicative of that of the long-lost tomb of Antony and Cleopatra. Recently though, new evidence has come forward that could once and for all provide us with an answer to where she's buried. In a new documentary, Egyptologists and researchers have said the ancient ruler could be buried in a secret site close to the Nile Delta. Archaeologists who have been digging in the region around 60 miles from Cairo have said they think they're on the right track, and that hopefully they'll be able to uncover Cleopatra. On the 21st of June, the Science Channel is launching a new special, in which researchers will be digging in this region. The Science Channel said the following in a statement. In Egypt on the edge of the Nile Delta, a massive archaeological dig is underway, as experts search for the tomb of Egypt's most famous pharaoh. A new theory about Cleopatra's burial ground introduced by archaeologist Dr. Kathleen Martinez suggests her tomb may be found in a place known as Taposiris Magna. This location is said to be a hotspot for underground chambers, and could once and for all put an end to the search for Cleopatra's tomb. It's also been noted that this is a place that hasn't been searched very much, so diggers are hoping this could be the final resting place of Cleopatra. Although not much is known about her whereabouts, her life and history has interested many people, and she's been depicted in movies and TV shows. Egyptologists are hoping this site could be the place of one of history's long-lost figures. The moon is perhaps one of the most photographed objects in the night sky. The reason for this is because of how close it is to our planet. With a basic telescope, you are able to take some incredibly detailed photographs of it. It's due to this that some have managed to capture things they didn't expect to. This is what happened to one person in England. The individual who took the photograph said the following. While looking through my telescope, I was able to get a good view of the moon. I live in Dorset, England, and down here we don't get many days where we can stargaze. However, this particular night was a good one. The moon was in clear view from where I was, so I decided to grab my telescope. I own a Celestron telescope and it's great for viewing the moon and planets. I didn't notice anything strange during my session, but when I got inside and flicked through the images, I noticed on one of them there was a strange looking object. To me it looks like a black triangle, and though it looks interesting, I've never seen anything like this before. I think it may have been a piece of space debris or an insect. I'm certain it wasn't a smudge on the telescope, as it wouldn't have been this detailed. I'm interested to hear what people's opinions are. It's not just this person that snapped something interesting close to our moon. With more and more people getting into stargazing and astrophotography, there's been some pretty strange finds that have even confused the most avid skywatchers. These black triangles are nothing new, with some amateur researchers saying that even NASA themselves have captured them before. These black triangles are associated with UFOs, and have been reported by people from various locations across our planet for the last few decades. In fact, researchers have said they're one of the most common UFOs reported. Sightings of them typically follow a theme. People report seeing giant triangular objects in the sky that are completely silent. Sometimes they're just seen sitting in the sky motionless, while others are seen leaving a location at extremely high speeds. Interestingly, those who have researched these objects have said they come in waves, and that for a short period of time many people will report seeing them. There's been around 4,000 reports of the triangle UFOs since the 1990s in the UK alone. There have also been waves of triangle UFO sightings in Belgium, France, Holland and Germany. As of right now, various theories have been put forward to try and explain what they are. Some have said they're top secret military crafts that are able to outmaneuver anything we currently have on this planet, while others have said they're not from this Earth. Whatever these objects are, they've been fascinating people for years, and it seems the reports of them are not going to slow down anytime soon. So what do you make of this interesting photograph? And do you think it shows one of these black triangle UFOs? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and help us by growing this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.